probably can't see too well in here because it's too dang early. But off to the airport, starting our trip to Ohio for Ohio Range Day. You know how I get with filming, but I'm going to try to bring you guys along for as much as possible. So day one at Ohio Range Day. Just got done with the morning brief.
Safety briefing. Safety first or third.
What are your thoughts so far? What are you looking forward to?
I'm really interested to go check out American Defense. I guess they're giving away a rifle and stuff. Tier 1, obviously, I have a lot of their holsters, and so down to go check out. They have a whole stage set up, so do some competition shooting. Got our ammo from Hot Munitions, and we got upgraded 77 grain for 5.56, so it's been a good morning so far.
Sweet.
How about yourself?
A lot of competitions today. Probably not going to win any of them, but looking forward to hitting up first form about 1,000 times, staying caffeinated, staying hydrated. But after that first meeting, got me much more excited than I already was, which I didn't know I could do. But what I will say is probably the top shooters here are going to leave very happy because there is a lot of competitions to be won, and maybe I can squeeze my way into one of those, but I highly doubt it. But day
We'll
one,
do our best.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Day one, just a lot of chatting with vendors and vendor competitions. So We're taking you along. Halfway through day one. Background noise is awesome. One thing that I am focusing on here, just putting myself out there. Competitions that I may think I don't have a chance of winning, still gonna knock those out just for the sake of getting better. That is what I'm here for. That's what I paid for, not to just watch everybody else. So they have a cigar guy on site too. What's the cigar place? The Cigar Vault. Super cool place. Keeping me hooked up all week. But we're only halfway through day one, and this is awesome. Tomorrow I will be up there in that, shooting at that. So Ohio Range Day is a success, and it is just getting started.
Single action only, so frame mounted safety. Feel free to send it home.
that just for the sake of the gun. It's like the Max Michelle, with how smooth it is. Like the trigger sneaks up on it.
By watching the hand. How much time was left over there? You saw plenty of time. I could have transitioned. I could have taken a shot at it further. That's at 1 1/4. Let's go 1 second. Let's go 1 second and see if now, not a lot of room for error at 1 second. But by keeping that same principle, due to non-shooting stuff sooner, I should be able to have time to see what I need to see. Stand by. Good. All right, everybody ready? Here we go. Helps if you press the button.
Day 2, getting into our training day. Got a helicopter ride in a little bit, but obviously we're training, don't know how much filming will get done. But chill morning, time to get into it.
Hell yeah! Woo! Let's go! You can shoot a decent like split on there. You don't have to get ready. Yeah, because it's draw. If you have a if you have a 0.7 draw, you can shoot a 0.7 split. But if you got a 1 second draw, you're a little bit.
Yeah. Let's go, Brennan!
Oh, buddy!
I know. Is this the last one in transition?
He just did the hard part. For me.
2.5 seconds. Stand by.
What was that? 2-1? 7-7. So the first round, he's got to start shooting soon. On the rifle. Yeah. But it's kind of just hard not to do because you're like, I have to hit balls.
Let's go, Brennan.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go, Brennan.
Second attempt, stand by.
And just like that, back in Arizona with the kiddos, rested up. We'll do a full recap on Ohio Range Day soon. Gracie, you want to say hi to everybody? Sweet little girl. Glad to be home, but gonna do a recap soon. Such an amazing trip. So I hope you enjoyed those clips. I know they're nothing crazy or crazy edits or anything like that, but that was just me in Ohio, enjoying my time. I have had a week to just go over things in my head, and I wanted to finish up this video to get it out. While I'm out here, I am enjoying my cigar, the Preaching Badger. This is my personal cigar made by 1689 Cigars. But I want to dive into everything about Ohio Range Day. And I'll start out by when I applied for Ohio Range Day. It was one of those things, it was late at night, and I told Savannah, I was like, hey, I'm going to apply for this event. No way I get in, but let's see how it goes. And little did I know, next morning I woke up with a follow from Ohio Range Day on Instagram, and I was like, uh-oh, and got the email that I was welcome to come, and so I did. And I hit up my buddy Tyler, who you saw throughout the video, hit him up, and I was like, dude, apply and see if you get in. And he did, and got in as well. So I had about 8 months to prepare leading into Ohio Range Day, and I knew going in I was probably bottom of the barrel of what they're expecting. So I had some work to do. Started training a lot, and so fast forward, booking everything, getting there was awesome. I'm super thankful that Tyler was able to go as well. He made the trip so much easier, and just a chill dude. Some people are hard to deal with over a period of a few days, especially living with them, but Tyler was awesome. So let's fast forward to getting there. So once we got to Ohio, checked into our hotel, had the dinner before the night, got to meet a bunch of people, and it's always great being around like-minded people. But that night finished up, and then next day was nothing but hanging out with vendors, doing vendor competitions, and again, I knew I wasn't going to be one of the top shooters, so the vendor competitions, I participated in some of them just because I was there and I wanted to push myself and learn and grow, and so I did that, but didn't win anything, didn't get close to winning anything, just got humbled more than anything. But the vendors there were absolutely amazing. I'm a sucker for t-shirts, so I bought plenty of them, got this Hauser one, they gave those out. But the vendors were amazing day, and then dinners every single night were amazing. The lunches, the food they provided was absolutely incredible. Moving on to the next day, which would have been day one of training, I was with First Defense, Mark out of California, and some of the best training I've ever got. Mark is top tier trainer, does not bullcrap anything. Very first thing we got in there, we did a cold start drill, and after he finished, he asks you, he's like, hey, who thinks they could do better if you were going to do it again? Everybody raised their hand, and he's like, well, too bad, because this is you, and this is you as a shooter. If you can't do it extremely cold, it doesn't matter. So that was encouraging. Moving on through that whole class, worked a lot of pistol, worked a lot of rifle, did some low light stuff as the night went on as well. But that training alone was it was outstanding, and I'm looking forward to going to California, unfortunately, and training with Mark again in hopefully the near future. There was plenty of cigars on hand. Obviously, you know, I love those throughout the event. So that was really cool. These training days were long. It was 2 back-to-back 9-hour days of training, and they were long, and it was in Ohio. It was about 60 and rainy. And when I say rainy, like it rained and just didn't stop. But that finishes up day 1 of training. And to hop into day 2 of training, day 2, I was supposed to be with Rogue Methods doing some like hand-to-hand fighting, close quarters like stuff. But there was a group there, the Camaro Strategies group, and I didn't know anything about them going into the event. They were actually my 10th selection of who I wanted to train with, which was next to last. The only thing behind that was night vision, because I don't have night vision. But word started traveling about who they were, and I got to hang out with a couple of their people, and I wanted in that class. So I talked to a few people, and luckily they were able to pull strings, and I was able to do that. Big reason for hopping out of Rogue Methods class is because they're in Arizona. I live here in Arizona. It's less than an hour travel to go train with them. So I definitely look forward to doing that. But the Camaro group, being out of France, can't just hop in my truck and go train with them. But I'm not going to give away a lot of what we did in that class, but it was single-handedly the best training of anything I have ever got in my life. I left that class a much better shooter physically and mentally. The things they make you think about were absolutely insane. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I applied to go back next year just in hopes to train with them again. If I flew to Ohio just to train with them and spent all that money, which I'll get into how much and everything, it would have been worth it. The Camaro group, I'll leave it at that. Go follow their Instagram and pay attention to what they do, because it's absolutely insane how good of instructors they are and what they teach. And moving on now to kind of the full overcap. First, I want to thank Rick and his wife for putting on such an amazing event. Amazing people. They're people I wish I could just sit down with for a week straight and talk and get to know. But man, they were awesome. So thank you, Rick, if you ever watch this. Thank you for putting on such an outstanding event. Let's go over cost and everything, what it takes to get there. It was not a cheap trip, probably start to finish. Thankfully, I had 8 months to cover everything, but it was close to the $4,000 mark between travel, stay, rental car, food, ammo, accessories. It definitely wasn't cheap, but as I said, just one of those trainings was worth it. It was put together very well. The only thing I would change would be the weather, but I can't do that. But Ohio Range Day, I don't want to make this video too long-winded. I just want to tell you, if you're on the edge of if you should do it or not, if you have the funds and the possibility to do it, one time at least. It's such an amazing event. Going there, they had already opened the application for the following year, and I wanted to see what it was like first. But on the plane flight back, I applied for 2025 because though it's an investment, it's one that I feel more confident in my training now. There's not a lot of words to put in to how outstanding that trip was. The like-minded people, the cigars, the food, the shooting, the training, the vendors, man, it was all amazing. So if you ever have the opportunity to make it to an Ohio Range Day, more than worth it. So that's my recap that I've got to Ohio Range Day. So hopefully I will see you there next year. If you've ever been, let me know below. Let me know the things that you enjoyed. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully there is something that you can take away from it. I'll see you in the next video.